You had, or CNBC had, its most recent NBA team valuations. The Lakers, third in the league at $7 billion. Why a $3 billion difference?
Yeah, that's me, Dan. I've been valuing sports teams since 1989 when I started this whole thing at Financial World. And, I was looking at it at the time and saying, okay, what's the most priciest team up until that point? This was right before the Celtics offer. And sports bankers generally look at these things like compare it to revenue, multiples of revenue. How many times revenue is a team worth? The Suns, which the Ishbia brothers bought for $4 billion, that was a little over 13 times revenue. So going along those lines, that's how I valued the Lakers. Of course, then pops up the Celtics. They go for a little over $6 billion, and you're saying, "Holy cow!" It's back to the drawing board when you're talking about a marquee franchise, right? Because the Celtics, Lakers, two big markets, the two teams with the most championships in NBA history. Time to get a new calculator because you're looking at this deal and it's like 18 times revenue. So the math, the numbers, the economics are almost completely brushed aside at this point. It's just something that I think if you're Mark Walter and you're looking at this and you're saying, look, I'm in LA, I got the Dodgers, I'm building this huge sports platform. I may never get another chance to see a sports asset like this that can fit into my scheme. And, I think if you're looking at the people that are, potentially winners, the collateral winners from this, I think maybe you got to look at Golden State and say, they've been looking to sell, exploring the sale of a minority stake in their team. And they're in a much better situation in a way because they controlled their building's economics. They own the building, they get all the ancillary revenues, concerts, and all that stuff. Whereas the Lakers are simply tenants. Anschutz owns that building, him and the Los Angeles Kings, which he owns, gets the lion's share. And this goes to the Celtics, too, because with the Celtics, everybody was scratching their head and saying, holy cow, it's the owners of the Bruins that control that arena. That the Celtics are simply tenants. Their arena economics are not good at all. So, arena economics considered, a key driver in the pecking order aside from market in terms of franchise value within the leagues. And this just blew that away. When I saw the ESPN story on this, Dan, yesterday, I immediately tweeted to all my sports banker friends and people that I knew that were either executives with sports teams or own sports teams. And to a person, they all came back, and there were two things that said. They said they knew nothing of this beforehand. They were completely surprised. And the second thing was, wow, they could not believe the price.